Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, and I got a piece of information I would like to leave with you. America, Americans, we can reclaim this country. We used to call it our country, but it's not our country anymore. This country has been stolen, and it has been sold by politicians. Those that own or run this country right now also own and run the finances. They run the State Department, and they ain't nothing about Secretary of State. No, they tell the State Department what to do. Did you hear Ms. Clinton make a statement one time saying she's going to the Trilateral Commission or Council on Foreign Relations so they can tell her what to do? She made that statement. It's on the internet, coming out of her mouth. Not going where the nation, America, where the people want her to go, or where they decide to go from Congress. No, she's going to where? Council on Foreign Relations. That's not an American organization. They're going to tell her what to do. You better get off your knees and start thinking. You better take some time out of those clubs and take some time off those jobs. And the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, they also own law enforcement. And I want to tell you one last thing that's going to make you mad. Ain't going to make them mad. But all of them are agents of Satan. Every last one of those politicians are agents of Satan, even Rand Paul and his daddy. They don't mean to be, but they are. See, if you're not talking about what's right, what's just and fair for everybody, that's God's basic platform. Because there are only two. There's God's and the other person, or the other whatever. There's no in between. So you're either doing what God wants done, or you're doing what Satan wants done. The last Republican presidency, they didn't mind it. They just showed you they were agents of Satan. Agents of Satan. And I think the number one dude who was looking over everything for Satan was Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney was Satan's number one man. George Bush wasn't ready. He's not dirty enough yet. He's dirty. He killed a lot of folks in Texas that was locked up in prison and jails and things. But he is not as dirty as Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney out of that whole group was the most vicious, dirty man amongst them all. That's why he was in office. That's why. And you know, the American people let him pull that junk on him. They let him not tell what was happening in 9/11. Wouldn't even. They say we're not gonna talk about it. When we go, if you want to interview us, we coming together. We not coming by ourselves, and we not going to say no God this because they don't believe in God. They say that Machiavellian thing. Whatever works right now is what we're going to say right now. And George Bush said, we ain't saying nothing. I'm not telling you anything. And the American people went back and took a seat. It wasn't so strange that the American people took a seat. But you know what was strange? Congress took a seat. The Justice Department took a seat. The FBI took a seat. The CIA took a seat. 50 governors took a seat. 50 state legislatures took a seat. And all of the mayors and all of the cities of this nation took a seat. And all of the city councils and aldermen in these various cities of this nation took a seat. So who stood up for what was right? There were a lot of men who stood up for what was right. All you got to do is go on the internet. And they are there. And they will be telling you everything. Everything. Do you know that Snowden stood up for the American people? And you know everybody in power who is playing this game with the devil wants to kill Snowden? Now there are many of those who are not in power who want to kill Snowden because they're still agents of Satan. And they don't think that Snowden should have told the American people what was going on. Snowden should not have told the American people that the CIA was the devil. He should not have told the American people that NSA was the devil. He should not have told the people that the FBI was the devil. He should not have told the people that the legislature and the politicians were devils. He shouldn't have done that. At least that's what the devil said. He shouldn't have told us. But he told us. And what are we doing? That man can't even come back in the country. Who's standing up for him? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Look, I think if y'all want to know what I've been trying to do,